Some good friends of mine just returned from a trip to Japan, and they had an incredible time exploring the country and eating the food. And one of the highlights that they shared from their trip was exploring the city of Tokyo for 2 hours, dressed in superhero and cartoon-themed costumes, driving go-karts. And these go-karts traveled at speeds of up to 60 kilometers an hour in Tokyo traffic. Now, this was news to me, but in Japan, you drive on the left side of the road, and the traffic signals or lights, they're not exactly the same as our traffic lights in the U.S. There are green and red lights, as it was explained to me, but the way that they operate and the signals that they give are very different. As my friend shared the story with me, it was clear that he recognized that these traffic lights were important. He recognized that they were intended to have authority. They were intended to govern the flow of traffic. But because he lacked an understanding of what these signals actually meant, they're of little use, right? In our story from the Gospel of Matthew this week, Jesus has an interaction with the elders and chief priests of the temple about authority. The elders and chief priests, they want to know where Jesus gets authority to do what he is doing and to teach what he is teaching. And so this Sunday, we're going to explore that interaction. But in preparing for Sunday, I'd like you to consider your answer to 3 important questions. First is, do you recognize Jesus' authority? 2, do you feel like you know enough about what that even means in order to follow and submit to Jesus' authority? And 3 is, ultimately, are you submitting to Jesus' authority in your own lives? My friends made it safely through the city. In fact, they were assigned resident drivers to follow. The driver follows the signals, obeys all the traffic laws, and you simply emulate what the driver in front of you does. It's exactly what we think of in terms of discipleship within our own Christian walks, without the cartoon-themed costumes, of course. I look forward to exploring this more together on Sunday, and I think you'll find it helpful to read Matthew chapter 21, verses 23 through 32 ahead of time. Until then, have a great rest of your week. Be well.